Well, it's not going to take you long to work out that I'm actually not in my dining room. Where am I? I'm at a facility called Sonovision that we've used for many years. And the purpose of being here at Sonovision is to try and rectify all the wrongs that have transpired in the recording process while we're out in the field. Can you imagine the difference between the sound of a quiet and self-effacing fellow like Daryl Marie and a loud, boisterous, well-projecting man like David Mollett?
That one or two of the punters have got it right, and they go home with money in their pocket.
We have to try and get all these audio levels so that they don't crunch your ears when you're watching it on your stereo system back home, or however you're watching it for that matter. So Ilana is busy mixing this program, which we are going to flight on Turf Talk tonight, to show you some of the outtakes that have transpired while we've been making programs. And how the program is normally constructed is very simple. What we do is we make a bed, which is an interview of the particular subject that we wish to address. Then you find cutaways that are pertinent and interesting to the eye, relevant to the particular interview that we're doing. Then sometimes we'll put a voiceover, sometimes we'll put music, sometimes we'll put races. So it's a very complicated process of making a documentary. And tonight we're going to look at the lighter side of being out there in the field, whether it's understarters orders, whether it's turf talk, whether it's doing a golfing video down in KwaZulu-Natal. Whatever the case may be, we hope you sincerely enjoy tonight's program on outtakes, or BLAPSES, as we call them in Afrikaans. Arch rival, he doesn't have anything to prove but to get that grade 1 stamp next to his name.
Yeah.
It's currently a cold, rainy, miserable day here at Randkiesfontein Training Establishment, North Rand, but never let the weather detract from the fact that this is the only training centre in South Africa that has produced a Triple Crown winner. In fact, 3 to boot. And if you look behind me, you'll see the treadmill and, of course, the hot walker of the Michael de Kock Training Establishment. And they were responsible for South Africa's first Triple Crown winner, called Horse Chestnut, the son of Fort Wood, out of the Colonel Pickering mare, London Wall. Just about 100 metres down the road is the stable of Jeffrey Woodruff. He produced South Africa's second Triple Crown winner. Of course, he's the son of Black Miniloosh, and he's out of the National Emblem mare. And he's about 100 metres down the road is the stable of Jeffrey Woodruff, who produced Louis the King, the son of Black Miniloosh, out of the Rich Man's Gold mare, Pamushana. A long spread out day for the Woodruff yard, runners 1 to 8, starting off in the first with Brave Nation, number 4.
Now the feisty Bolo Makisi joins us on camera. He's making faces behind you there, but he's done very well for you locally, and I'm sure you'll be hoping for a big run from him in the East Cape nursery.
That's correct. You know...
It is. Sorry. Dori, you guys step out quite a large amount of runners on the Sunday. It's competitive runners, and you start off with race 1. You've got 3 horses there, 9, 11 and 12, Emma's Joy, Roaming Jet and Sky Masterson. Okay. Yvette, you start off in race 1, the Fairview Work Riders Maiden Plate with Special Bond. Don't worry, we listen between myself and Cornet. We've done this a couple of times.
What the hell do I say about Special Bond?
The mile, she shoots a little bit better. The 200 is a difference between being under pressure or quickening, and when on the day itself. Oh, sorry,
And Nadine Rapson had an opportunity to speak to Jacques Strader about the Poly Challenge and the aspirations of owner Freddie van Onselen. Is that right? And Nadine Rapson had an opportunity to speak to Jacques Strader at his yard about the aspirations of Freddie van Onselen and the darling of the Port Elizabeth turf. This is a horse by Go Deputy called Go Get the Sheriff. Mike, I was once given a book called Think and Grow Rich, in which Napoleon Hill said that success is the
The other day I was just looking at Facebook and there were people having a go about Hansie, whether his record should be acknowledged or not. Why not? He was a great leader. Our cricket was never in a better place than when he was the captain. He's unfortunate that he got caught up in something that he just couldn't control in the end of the day. And it's still happening with our cricket players now, and it's still happening with cricket players worldwide. And it's as Donnie Craven said, when sport turned professional, he said, beware of the dollar, because the dollar is going to ruin the passion of the sport and it's going to create havoc with what happens within the sporting world. And so be it. And now, here we have it. The proof is there for the world to see that once money became involved in sport, you know, there's always the skullduggery. And I can honestly pat myself on the back in one sense that as a young boy, I was approached early on in my career to take money to stop a horse. And I just said to the guy, you're phoning the wrong guy. Don't ever phone me again. And because once you sell your soul is sold to the devil forever. You're owned. And the only person that owns me is God.
What you're about to see now is a world first. Full Swing Golf have put together the first ever mobile golf simulator. I'm so excited to bring this to you and have the opportunity to introduce you. What I'm about to introduce you to now. Sorry, I normally clapped in that. Okay, ready? Okay. Right, so we're inside the Full Swing simulator now, and the first challenge is going to be a closest to the pin challenge on the famous 6th hole here at Pebble Beach. Now I've selected a 5-iron. I've got 175 meters right across the gully here that leaks into the sea. Yeah. Right, now we're getting into the big...
Now we're getting into the big.
And it's really one of the most spectacular par 3s in the world. And the most amazing thing about the simulator is it's so real, it's so lifelike, and it's something that can bring this incredible experience to you at any part around the country, something that... sorry, I'm lost. And when you're having a challenge here around the green like this, it's a shot that really brings all sorts of different golfers into the... can we just hit the shot now? Sorry. Do I have to... I just lost...
All right, Mr. Magner, thank you very much for your time. Race 2, not exactly the weather for it, but be that as it may, horse number 2 is Pool Party and Raymond Danielson.
Yeah, look, she won a maiden very well. Her last run was in the nursery. It was a good run.
This is absolutely disgraceful.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, Grease Paint was one of the last 10 winners that Pierre had when he approached that magical 5,000 mark.
Oh, is that so? I didn't know that, but well done, Pierre.
Yeah, it's got actually all to do with what we're talking about. But anyway, we now move on to race number 8. Okay, this guy behind you who's just deposited half of his breakfast on your head is a horse called Anjal.
Yeah, he's been also a bit disappointing.
Well, Mike, quite unusual to be doing interviews for Turffontein on Sunday here at Raakies. Quite unusual to be doing interviews here at Summerveld for Turffontein on Saturday, but...
Andrew, I don't want to sound facetious or anything like that, but take Rocket Ball's form and Samurai's form in the Derby and throw it out of the window. Because in the Derby, that was not Abashiri. Abashiri had to do it all on his own virtually in that race. He was given a very, very tough task from above. And I can understand the occasion might have got to Carl in a big way. It was a lot of pressure on him. Carl hasn't really been put in this position before. And the horse came through it, and well done to Carl. I'm very, very happy for him. But this horse was given almost mission impossible, and he delivered.
But I must say that Raymond, to his great credit, and we're going to miss him a lot, has done us hugely proud.
And he's just got stage fright that he just can't get better than he's got already.
I sort of know the feeling well, you know. But no, he was very instrumental. His perfection in doing things, his detail is just absolutely immeasurable. And his team of people that work with him, I mean, they carry it on now. You know, I see them, I go up there often, I go to guys, are we okay for the Derby? Are we there? Do we know? They all laugh at me and say, come on, we've done it for 8 years, we know exactly, plus we're doing better and more. So, you know, I couldn't wish for better, really. It is the highlight of my year, and I cannot believe that we're just 2 weeks away, literally 2 weeks away.